Bro says the floor is lava. He's not interested. Also, for a second here, guys, the coordination is actually diabolical. Letting the Venom get in there first and then jumping in right after, of course, as you're supposed to, but the dive is actually unstoppable if you're doing it to this level. It's one after the other after the other. All right, guys, so here we have Captain Coach on the Hulk. I've heard this guy's kind of a demon on the big green guy. So we're gonna be jumping in here on Spider Islands. Let's see what happens. My God, I was gonna say, already aggressive on the other side, almost going down, but able to make it back. We'll stay alive here. Gonna be playing a little bit of the cart for a second. Gonna notice on the other side too, we have a Punisher. It's gonna be consistent damage, which is gonna be a problem. Also Bucky, never fun to fight against just because of his utility as a character. Regardless of the damage, always annoying. So here, gonna be trying to wrap around. We got the entire squad setting up a pretty big flank here. Guys, the coordination already off rip. We got Venom, Spider-Man, and Hulk all jumping into the backline. Oh my God. Scary spot to be in here. No health pack for us. We're going to need to get healed up a little bit. Also, enemy magic in the backline. Going to be getting that clap with the help of also our Loki to take him down. Captain Coach pushing up aggressively here. Going up onto height for a second. Getting burned alive by the Emma, though. Having to back up one more time. I feel like this is not a very fun comp for the Hulk at all. We got Venom taking a nap, getting slept by the Mantis, now saying, how do you like it, buddy? Getting exiled really quickly, and also trying to get the get back, taking down both the Mantis and the Bucky on the other side. Also Strange, what is bro doing? Just giving up right there, going down basically for free. We take it all day. We take that all day. Now getting up onto the height. Psylocke popping off onto the Strange, trying to put some damage on. Captain Coach, oh no, I was gonna say pushing up aggressively, but then the Bucky saying, yo, you wanna push up aggressively? Let me help you out a little bit, okay? I'm gonna help you out a little too much even. Getting hooked right there, but now still staying alive right now, also with the Hulk ulti in hand. More often than not, we're gonna see the Hulk pop his ult when he gets very low in health or if he's in a lot of danger. Right here, he is in fact chilling. Now, to be able to get the health pack and make our way back into the mix. Captain Coach popping the ulti here now to a fresh 1,500 health with the amplifier as well too. My God, this is a scary spot for anybody to be in. As a matter of fact, a quick right hand to the dome, taking down the Strange, now pushing up aggressively saying, I don't care about no amplifier, buddy. I got places to go and people to smack around. All right, buddy? Pushing up onto the Emma, pushing up onto the Rocket as well too. Everybody can get these hits. Yo, cutting him off is crazy. Body blocking the Rocket. I like the attempt right there. That was actually super smart to try and stop him from getting out of that situation. Our Spider-Man was able to get the cleanup there and take down the Rocket because Captain Coach jumped past him on the stairs and stopped him from using his dash and just got stuck. So big heads up play right there. Popping our way in with the bubble as well too, right onto the magic one more time, but here comes Bucky popping off. We have our Psylocke trying to do some damage. Then also the Emma in the diamond mode gonna be living through most of that, also taking down our Psylocke, unfortunately. The BRB is gonna pop as well. Now we find ourselves in the small dark room with Bucky. Nobody is interested in that, so we are gonna dip out right now. Captain Coach, super low health, down into like the 60s right there, into the 50s for a second, but now staying alive. Food truck, no health pack at the food truck, unfortunately. Still trying to make our way away. One thing you love to see it as well, or the Hulk is having that, his jump, having no cooldown. He can consistently go to that max power jump and just have so much mobility to get out of a situation like that. Jumping onto the Strange one more time, also for those of you that don't know, even at this point in the game, for anyone that does not know, melee does go through shields. So the Strange, putting his shield up, is just basically begging for mercy, saying, somebody please help me. Bro can just get punched in the face all day. Jumping now onto the Mantis, gonna be popping that ult as well too to try and stay alive. Oh my God, I was gonna say, if we somehow killed the Mantis right there, I would have lost it. Now, trying to make our way around this final corner here on point number 2. Getting slept, unfortunately, but we do have the ulti. Captain Coach now on the healers, getting free reign on the healers, separating the healers right here as well too. Having a chance to try and do something right there, but now let's see what happens. Trying to get onto the Mantis. They're trying to regroup, but they're not having much luck with it. Mantis is gonna be going down, taking down the Strange as well too, but the Bucky trying to retaliate on the other side, trying to fly through the skies to take down the Bucky, and Captain Coach is gonna do just that right there. Also, the Emma is gonna fall as well too. Actually, insanity out here. Trying to push back everybody into the spawn. I was gonna say, for those of you that don't know, if you don't teleport quick, you're gonna find yourself in a small dark room with the Hulk. It's a place nobody wants to be. And just like that, the magic, not really being too aware of that, unfortunately, actually just missing the window, getting sent to the other spawn room in a way that he was not actually interested in. Go back to the cart here for a second. Let's see if can we make this jump. This is kind of a huge jump right there, right onto the Mantis as well too. Popping the shield, able to wrap back around. Really playing frontline right here. We are way up. Bro says the floor is lava. He's not interested. Also, for a second here, guys, the coordination is actually diabolical. Letting the Venom get in there first and then jumping in right after, of course, as you're supposed to, then Spider-Man getting the kill. I was just on the kill feed a second ago right there. But the dive is actually unstoppable if you're doing it to this level. It's one after the other after the other. Not even saying that the healers don't have a time to breathe. Nobody had a chance to breathe there for a second. Now, waiting for the defense to try and do something. We are having our way with the defense right now, pushing up aggressively again. I try and get rid of the amplifier here. That we had an idea, then the amplifier popped. We had to stop. You hate to see it. Jumping over everything, trying to get onto the Luna here. Losing track of it for a second though, getting frozen as well. Now, back onto the cart, trying to peel for the heals right now. Loki kind of in shambles, trying to get away. Oh no, not like this. As they try to get away from the Emma, but he is gonna go down. Captain Coach still with his ulti in hands, probably gonna pop in a second here. Very low health, sitting at 140, trying to get onto the rocket. Gonna be popping the ulti for the sustainability. Like I mentioned before, if you're almost dead as Hulk, you pop your ult and you get full health just like that. But oh my god, as I say though, getting literally burned alive right there by the defense. You have to reset. Now Captain Coach pushing out here one more time. It's been a pretty unstoppable effort here on the offense, but of course we're gonna have to wait for the rest of the team. As I say that, the Spider-Man able to get a kill on the Luna. So now we have an opportunity. 2 players down actually. Also the Rocket gonna go down. They have triple support, so they're still running the Mantis. As I say it, no healers on the board for a second. The dive is diabolical, guys. We have so much dive. We got Venom, Spider-Man with the team of course, Hulk and Captain Coach, and also having the Psylocke is, you can't breathe. You literally cannot breathe against this. If they're coordinating it properly, which it looks like they are, players are literally just dying. Oh my god. Emma can get the hands as well too. Mantis missing her sleep, gonna have to pop the ult to try and stay alive and stop the cart one more time right here. We had the rocket amplifier for a second, but now pushing up onto the entire team. There goes the Agamotto, popping the bubble, able to keep himself alive. Not sure who the strange happened to get right there. The Loki pool is also dropped for a second, so not gonna get any kills. Now, Captain Coach one more time pushing onto the Luna, taking her down with the help of the Psylocke one more time. Quite literally blasting in the face. What is going on right here? Enemy Emma not having a good day. Really not having a good day. Also, wait, is that our Loki? I was gonna say double Hulk for a second. Like, what is going on? We had our Loki because we didn't have enough dive, guys. Because we didn't have enough dive on that point. We had 2 Hulks. Let's just see what happens here on defense. Now, here we are on defense. Unfortunately, Spider-Man pulling a Necros and falling off the map immediately, trying to pull a cheeky little move right there. He's gonna have to reset, but of course, Spider-Man, very fast character, is not the end of the world. If he was able to get a kill, would have been nice. But unfortunately, you have to reset. Now, Captain Coach playing up on height here for a second, getting forced down by the Emma in Diamond now. Playing back to the front line. Unfortunately, our Spider-Man not having a great day right now. Like going down a second time, getting brought back by the BRB. But now we're in the front line, popping the bubble, just trying to get out of there and keep ourselves alive. As a tank, one of the most important stats. Everybody looks at damage blocks, which is great. Of course, you want to get as much damage blocks as possible, but you have to live. You cannot be dying consistently as a tank, because if you're going down all the time, your whole team is going to get rolled and overwhelmed. So, good survivability. The Captain Coach knowing when to back up. Whether or not his healers are getting dove, or if he's just feeling too much pressure from the front line, he has to back up. He's making sure to not go down in a silly way for no reason. Also, the Loki on the other side is going to go down as well, too. The hands of our Spider-Man taking down the thing right there just before the Mantis ult pops. So you love to see that, having a man advantage. I think we're in a 6v4 situation. Luna also in shambles. Mantis in shambles, popping the bubble. Very low, 35 health. Going to pop that ult just like that, a fresh 1,500. Now, getting frozen for a second. Just trying to manhandle the front line here. The Luna's gonna pop the ulti to try and keep everybody alive. The juggle is diabolical. Not even sure if they're still in the air or what's going on. Now, still body blocking a ton. We have Luna on both sides. Loki and as our Luna here, having a dance off for a second, getting brainwashed by the Emma to try and stay alive. My goodness. Getting healed up a little bit. We have pools down for a second, just long enough to get a little bit of health. Gonna get kicked into the wall by the Emma. But now trying to push past everybody here. Going way, way back to the cart. Have to give up that cap. It looks like potentially the offense trying to make a name, trying to do something with the point here. Everybody pushing up again, but now Captain Coach pushing in aggressively here. Not quite by himself, or is he? I think he might be. Running for his life. Yeah, heals are gone at this exact moment. We do have a BRB. There's our Rocket. Trying to help our Rocket right here. Emma down low. Also on our Spider-Man, I think, as well, too. Rest of the team trying to make their way back right here. Emma kind of in Sam. Oh my God! Getting grabbed out of the air and slammed. See you later. Just like that. Emma taken out of the picture, quite literally, by Captain Coach. Now, pushing up onto the Luna on the other side. Actually, it was rather the Loki as Luna. Now, having a chance to get control of the cart here. Just a little bit. We don't have it capped yet. We still have some players on. We are way, way deep in here. We got the Bubble Pods one more time. Trying to fight against the Magic. Magic, unfortunately, going to be taking down our Psylocke. Captain Coach now fighting for his life on the point. We do have Spider-Man as well, too. Just trying to keep ourselves in the mix here. Putting that damage on, taking down the Thing. Now right back onto the Loki clone here, popping the bubble. We do have ulti if we need it, and as a matter of fact, at 112 health, we are going to pop it and make sure that we're staying alive right here. Onto the Luna, slammed. Just like that, taking her down. Jumping onto the Bucky now, it looks like. Saying, buddy, what are you doing? You weren't doing much on the first point. Now that we flip sides, you think you're gonna do something pathetic. What are you doing, buddy? Now, making our way back to the cart right here. Just checking in on the healers. Rocket having a grand old time. Saying, buddy, I'm just here. I'm just having a good old time trying to catch a dub. You got the Bucky. Once again, notice again, jumping in front of the player to try and cut them off and body block them. He's doing that a lot. There it is right there. This is how you play tank when you don't have a shield. You're quite literally throwing your body in front of or in between your teammates and the enemies and keeping them alive. Oh my God, scary spot to be in. There's no way we live this, right? Bro is surviving. Bro is surviving, getting both health packs. We get a third health pack. We might actually. I was gonna say, I don't know if we need a third one. Still getting healed up here. We're gonna let our Spider-Man grab that health pack and try and stay alive. We have a chance to try and jump on here and stop the point at 3.6 meters. Trying our best to stay in the mix. This jump pad kind of being a nuisance, if I can say that. Jumping in one more time here, kind of low health. Scary spot again. We do have our shield though for another second. There goes the pools, but we're not gonna make it in before going down. We're going to get God mode here for a second with the Loki pools, but now using the Nerf gun to the best of our ability, trying to take down the Thing, popping the ulti, getting his ult so fast, getting back into the Hulk and staying alive, hitting the mannequin challenge one time really quickly, and somehow still staying alive at 81 health. I was gonna say, he definitely was gonna try and make a play right there to go in, yes, right here, to get to the health room and try to get his health back, but unfortunately, going down into the Bruce banner. Now I'm gonna have to reset, or rather, that is smart. For those of you that did not see what just happened, he switched into another character, then switched back to the Hulk to instantly get his ult. That was smart. That was very smart. So now he doesn't have to wait and play as Bruce Banner, rather getting right back into the mix as the big green guy one more time to try to assist the team so much more effectively rather than waiting and trying to build that ult charge over time. Very good play coming up from Captain Coach. Once again, guys, these guys, they know how to play as their characters, bro. They absolutely know their characters. And my bro is putting on a clinic right here, showing you that he knows his stuff. Now, let's see what happens. Oh my God, I was gonna say, the Bucky on the other side, kind of in shambles, getting walled off by the statue or the stone in the middle here. Gonna be going down to the hands of our Venom. Another freeze coming up by the enemy Luna. We trying to jump all the way back to the team right here. Back to the point as well. Putting the shield onto our Rocket. Now dipping in onto the Loki one more time, onto the Luna as well too. Getting rid of the pools. And putting, oh my God, these freezes are coming out. I will say, a bigger boy in the Hulk, so not that crazy to land that many freezes, but they are definitely an annoying thing happening over and over again. Captain Coach is definitely getting the brunt of these freezes for sure. And it makes sense, because he is obnoxious. Bro is on the healers 24/7. Yo, where is this thing going? I thought he was about to jump off the map saying, I'm done, bro. I'm sick of it all, bro. But here, still actually staying alive and staying on the map. Captain Coach now saying, not today, buddy. Now pushing on to the Magic. I think also the Loki too, trying to get rid of the pools. Now Loki isolated, not gonna be able to get the exile though, unfortunately. Still though, Venom popping the ulti, potentially going to get a kill here on the Luna. Gonna be popping the ulti for the survivability one more time. We do have the cart solidified as far as at the top of the HUD, so we can afford to push up this far, all the way into the spawns essentially right now. Psylocke popping off as well. We'll be powering down as the ult subsides. Now, going back to the team, back around cover for a second to get healed up and break line of sight. Just try and stay alive. Now, let's see, jumping back down onto the Luna one more time, all the way to the cart. We see Thing pushing up aggressively onto the healers. Great peel to just try and scare away the enemy team. We have the magic as well. This could be a problem. We have the Loki pools going down, trying to keep everybody alive, just trying to keep her away from the team. We did end up losing our Psylocke though, unfortunately, but hey, at the very least, we still have our healers, right guys? Right guys? I think so, I hope so. So far, keeping everybody alive. Somehow able to survive the magic ult, pushing way up now. We have the rocket amplifier one more time, trying to empower us and also give us a little bit of extra over shield. Scary spot again. Great shield coming out though, popping the shift and getting around the corners. If I'm learning or noticing anything about how Captain Coach is playing, is that bro does not die. He is always very aware of when he's going to go down. He gets around the corner and says, all right, buddy, that's my time. I gotta go. Right here though, they're super in the mix. I was gonna say the health is flying like crazy, looking like a pinball machine, to 750, almost down to 0 and back again. Now wrapping back around the corner, breaking that line of sight a little bit, just playing a bit of a right shoulder peek for a second, but now Bucky about to go crazy. That was a smart play by the Bucky, trying to pull the tank out of position so he can jump freely into the healers right there. I don't think he got the reset, so thankfully for us, now playing on the point, popping the ulti at 146 health. One more time here, exiling the Mantis, trying to get the takedown, but he's gonna get frozen again. A big body boy in the Hulk, now still staying alive, putting that damage. Oh my God, Mantis getting tossed around. Slapped around is one thing, quite literally launched around. My goodness. Bro, popping the shield one more time, pushing onto everybody here, gonna get the health packed by the waterfall here. Now wrapping back around onto the Loki. We have our Psylocke popping off one more time too. Another bubble gonna be popped, and like I mentioned, bro is not dying. Bro is trying to stay alive until the end of time, quite literally here. Got a brawl on the point versus the Thing as well too, trying to take out the Mantis. Here comes a portal as well over the top. Enemy team just trying to dump all the resources onto the point to try and make a stand here, because if they don't get to the end of this point right here, that's the game. Magic popping the ulti one more time. Mantis is gonna be keeping her alive in the God mode. Here we have a chance to try and play the card, taking down the Mantis potentially. She is gonna get saved onto the Mantis one more time, just trying to dodge and bob and weave around all these different projectiles flying around the point, trying to stay alive, pop the shield, and also continue to keep his resources up, or his cooldowns up, so he's able to actually do damage and not go down. Super scary spot to be in here one more time. Chaos in the streets. We also have our Luna popping her ulti, or rather Loki as Luna keeping the ulti going. Now one more time in his ult here, blasting, my God, blasting players on the point. There's a three-piece of play, or two-piece rather, of players going down, making a three-piece now after the Strange does go down. Might be capping the point right here, and just like that, it's gonna be the game in a 3-1 fashion. Just like that, guys, Captain Coach is gonna be the MVP of the game with 34 kills, only 1 death, and 17 final hits. But the biggest thing, guys, take a look at the rest of the entire scoreboard. Bro had 1 death in that. In what we just saw, bro had 1 death. That was actually insane.